Hello and welcome back to your 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Caitlin Nykum and super excited to have some royalty in the studio with us today. We have the 2024 Miss Dubois County Queen's Court in today. Without a further ado, it's Brenna Brosmer, the 2024 Miss Dubois County, and the 2024 Teen Miss Dubois County, Amarin Fetter. So welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Very exciting stuff. Of course, congratulations on winning the pageant. It's very exciting to see a new round of 4-H royalty in the kind of spotlight for this year, and we're going to talk a little bit about what kind of your history with 4-H and whatnot. But before we get into the nitty gritty of 4-H and your involvement, can you each tell me a little bit about like how the pageant went for you? Maybe some challenges that you had, maybe something you found that was super easy that you were nervous about. I guess we'll go with Brenna first because, you know, you got the bigger crown, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, but, you know, you get to deal with all the hefty questions first.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for having us, first of all. I think just the pageant yesterday just went so smoothly as a whole. It was such an incredible experience just to be backstage with the girls and just chat it up and have a good time. I think was more meaningful than even going out on stage itself. Just the relationships and memories that are made backstage are just so much fun. It was a great time, and just getting to put myself out there. It's kind of an uncomfortable moment for me. Pageants were so out of my comfort zone until this year. I've really never been a pageant person, so just going to put myself out there, meeting new people, and just having people get to know me was just so much fun and so great. It's such a growing and learning experience.
Amarin, how about yourself?
Well, I've been involved in pageants a lot more, but 4-H has always been a part of my life. So just being involved and representing your county is a great honor. And also just the memories, like Brenna said, making backstage, there's so many memories and friends you make along the way.
That is phenomenal. It's something I think we see what happens on stage and what is presented, and you don't really think about the stuff in between.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that goes on in between there. So being able to tangibly take something away from the craziness in between, that is fantastic to hear.
Yes.
And, you know, Brenna, I would be remiss to not mention you've got a few sashes to kind of wear today.
Yes.
Compared to, I guess, some things. So what else were you awarded with the pageant yesterday?
I was awarded Miss Congeniality, which honestly meant the world to me just because Congeniality is voted upon the Teen Miss Court and the Miss Court. So just knowing that I got to make a positive impact on these girls around me was just such a surreal feeling. I was so grateful. And then I also got awarded Miss Photogenic as well. We have headshots taken with Jeff Woolman every year. And I mean, It's an honor. I mean, have a good picture taken. So yes, I was awarded those. And then ultimately Miss Dubois County, which was just such a surreal feeling. It was incredible being triple sashed. Even sashed one time is just such a good feeling, but to be able to be awarded 3 different things and being able to represent my county in more ways than one is just, it still doesn't really feel real, but I'm so grateful.
That is fantastic. And Aaron, you know, you said you've been a little bit more involved in pageants in the past. Now that you're with the Teen Miss Dubois County and you've got that fantastic honor, do you see eventually Miss Dubois County in the future?
Oh, possibly. I mean, just representing your county, it's an honor. I feel like if I was Miss Dubois County, I'd be able to represent my fair and county even more.
Yes, that's phenomenal. I think they chose some fantastic ladies to represent for sure. You guys are just acing all these questions. So before we kind of dive into, you know, weirdly enough, summer's flying by. The fair's going to be here before we know it. Can you each tell us a little bit about, you know, like your 4-H journey, how many years you've been with 4-H, maybe what you've kind of presented and all of that stuff? Because, I mean, there's a lot more to 4-H than just the pageantry or to the livestock and all the stuff you see at the fair, right?
Yes. I've been in 4-H since I was a little girl. I was a 10-year 4-H member, proudly a part of the Dubois County Wranglers and the Horse Barn. And even though I was one that showed livestock, and it is just, it shaped me as a person I am today. I mean, I would not be where I was in my professional rodeo career and Queen's career or just anywhere that I've accomplished today without 4-H. And like I said, even though I was a livestock kid, I also did do some projects like vet science. And I just love how our 4-H gives so many different people opportunities, because even if you aren't a farm kid or grew up in the livestock industry, you still have so many more opportunities. I mean, we have sewing, cake baking, Legos, anything you can imagine. There's probably something you can do at the fair. And I just love that we're giving every single person with their unique talents an opportunity. It's probably my favorite thing about our 4-H community. And yes, I just think with all of the doors that 4-H has opened for me, I'm so glad that I finally get to give back.
Definitely. Amarin, how about you? I know I've heard some things down the hallway, so I would love to hear more about your 4-H story as well.
Well, yeah, I've been in 4-H a couple years. I don't even know how long I've been in 4-H, but I don't show livestock, but I want to prove people that there's so much more to 4-H than just livestock. Livestock's great,
right?
But there's so much for other people to do. Like there's painting, there's sculpture, there's all different types of things. So there's all different types of opportunities for all different types of people.
Yes, and we were kind of discussing this before we started rolling. Amarin, you're located in central Huntingburg, so having livestock may or may not be of optimal choice for you. And then Brenna, you're kind of in rural Huntingburg, more French Lick. Oh my goodness, Ferdinand. That's how I am today. More in rural Ferdinand, so it kind of it shows how different you can kind of come to 4-H and bring your talents, and it doesn't have to be with livestock.
Sure.
You don't have to be familiar with these things. Even if you're just passionate about one niche thing, you can expand on that and really take it wherever. I was talking to a former 4-H'er here not so long ago, and she had so many avenues to take after she was done with 4-H. So being able to not only be royalty and kind of see where that kind of takes you, but you both bring so much to the table. So it's exciting to see there's two different avenues that kind of clash, but in a good way. Yes. So, we are coming up on fair week, not too far away. Is there anything you guys are really looking forward to, or, I'm not looking forward to the heat, but that always comes with the lemonade shake-ups, so I can't complain. So is there anything you guys are really excited to look forward to, whether it's pageantry, representation, or something like that?
I mean, I always look forward to the 4-H fair. It's like my Christmas in July. I mean, I just love every aspect of it. But I think the most important thing to me is just being able to represent, but also spread awareness for how much hard work these kids put into their projects every year. Like the livestock, the paintings, whatever it might be. People don't realize when they come to the fair just how much effort and dedication it takes these 4-H'ers to put into this. So I think just shedding the light on that, recognizing that, and seeing all of their hard work pay off and during Fair Week is just probably my favorite thing. I've always held that close to my heart. And then just being able to meet all these new people. I always love whenever the little girls come in and they're like, oh, there's the queen. Even though last year, these girls looked up to Kate like no other, and it was just so sweet to see. And I just hope I can make a positive impact on the people I come across.
Definitely. How about you?
I'm thinking the same thing as her, but I'm also excited for lemon shake-ups.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's always my fair go-to for sure. And I mean, with the Dubois County 4-H Fair, there's live performances, there's the commercial building, of course, all of the lovely animals and projects and whatnot. But there's always something going on throughout like a whole week's time, which I think is, if it's not a reason to go out there just to see what's out there, it's just fantastic. You could do a little something different every single day.
That is true. I mean, it's just an experience. There's something for everyone at the fair, and that's why I just love it so much.
Yes, and still hoping for some air conditioning, but it's a little ways away, so definitely bring something to stay cool.
For sure.
I think that's definitely a fair staple, but do you guys have any favorite fair foods or booths besides lemonade shake-ups, which we can all agree on, but food-wise, is there anything you're really advocating for that you want people to maybe try when they're there?
I mean, I think if you've been to the Dubois County Fair, you've probably had an elephant ear before, but those are so good. They're my favorite, probably, the fried Oreos. But yeah, try something new. That's what I'm going to do this year. I want to try a new fair food.
That's right.
I love strombolis.
Ooh,
so yes. I want a stromboli, a lemon shake-up, and ice cream.
So I was very remiss because last year we were interviewing some kiddos while they were with their livestock in the very hot exhibit buildings, and they said their favorite thing was stromboli, and I'm like, how can you like stromboli when it's this hot outside? So even you kind of say, all year round, Stromboli's the way to go, right?
Oh, yeah. I love Stromboli.
I'm going to have to try one. I've never had one before from the fair.
I make you try it.
Yeah, it's going to be the Royal Court goes to the Stromboli booth.
Stromboli night.
Yeah, there you go. So if, if you were to take anything from the pageantry, or say a year from now, you want to look back, what's something you really want to maybe have grown upon or take away from your experience on the Royal Court? I know that's a kind of compact question, but what are you hoping the next year kind of brings as you represent the 4-H of Dubois County?
I actually love that question because from last year, I actually based my speech off of what you just asked me. So I kind of just wanted to reflect on how I have grown in the past year as third runner-up Miss Dubois County. And it was more of a growth year for me, which is exactly what I needed. I mean, I learned so much, so many life changes. I mean, I went to college, completely changed my life. And I think over this year, I learned the most important thing I can do is just be a light to people around me. And that's what I made my speech over. In a world full of hate, be a light. And I think just continuing that tradition and just being able to make a positive impact on people's lives that I come across, hopefully just being able to bring light to the fair as well. I mean, again, I just hope people can appreciate the hard work that these kids have put in as much as I do. And I just, again, want to be able to make a positive impact wherever I go. Whenever I head up to Indy for Miss Indiana State Fair, which is so out of my comfort zone.
Right.
But again, I'm so excited. It's an incredible opportunity. So just, again, making a positive impact has been a priority for me, and I think I want to continue that.
Fantastic. How about yourself?
Well, just promoting 4-H in general and representing your county, because there's so much to 4-H. And also just making amazing memories all week long with the court and just meeting new people. It's such a great experience.
Exactly. Well, ladies, we will let you move on to all the fun things you get to do. You know, you're just off the pageant, and congrats all the way around. I can't say that enough. You guys are we're super thankful that you guys were able to stop by today and represent the fair. It's July 15th through the 19th or around there. So full week of stuff to kind of plan for, and it's at the 4-H Fairgrounds, right?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Well, we will let you continue on your glory streak here. Thank you so much for coming and, answering some questions, and we hope you have a fantastic fair and year ahead.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS in.form with your 2024 Miss Dubois County and Teen Miss Dubois County. And we are local people watching local people.